Now, those who doubt the potency of what we are doing, our agitation, our quest for freedom, listen to those from the Janjaweed territory that are actually a bit reasonable, like the Sultan of Sokoto. Do you know what he said? Things are no longer the same way they used to be. It's a headline for your information. The Sultan of Sokoto and the President General of all Muslims in the zoo, Nigeria, including Yoruba people, he is the leader, has said that Nigeria is no longer the way it used to be in the past. He said it is due to population explosion because he understands. He is sending his fellow Janjaweed a coded message. But are you more populous than India that is doing very well? The answer is no. The second most economically is China, and they have the largest population in the world. So only somebody of very limited understanding, or should I say, warped educational background, will come out to argue that somehow having large number of people within your geopolitical space somehow predisposes you to a life of ignominy and poverty. Pure nonsense, but at least he knows that things are no longer the same. But he couldn't bring himself to say it is because of IPOB. He said it is because of exploding population. Are you more populous than India? Are you more populous than Indonesia? Are you more populous than China? Do you have more people than Brazil? Do you even have more people than the USA? The answer to all that is no. Almost, unbelievable narrative that your population is your problem. Well, of course it's not. He couldn't bring himself to say it is because of IPOB. They understand the mess they are in, and they are looking for a way to get out of it. Because they are criminals. All of them are. And we are doing the best we can to expose all of them, one after the other, without mercy. Without mercy. Have you heard what is happening to Magu? All of you know this. Do you know some of them have gone as far as saying that Nnamdi Kanu is responsible for? Of course, we are responsible. I told you, you can never have peace in the zoo. Give me a simple referendum. And you said, no, we won't give you. You won't do anything. It's nothing. Oh, God settled him. They tried that and it didn't work. They brought their bags of money 2 times. I said, no, I won't take it. They took it to my parents. My parents said, no, they won't take it. And they know this very well. That is why they have resorted to assassination attempts and it didn't work. Now they feel that grooming some idiots in our land to become professional Janjaweed agents will somehow help them. They have failed and will continue to fail. The only driving factor in the zoo right now, the president of the zoo called Nigeria is corruption. Their vice president is corruption. Their EFCC is corruption. If you ask them now, who is the president of Nigeria? The answer is very simple. The president of Nigeria is corruption. The army stole all the money allocated for the fighting of insurgency and terrorism. Funtua took all the money belonging to trader money. Funtua took his own. Aisha Buhari is the 4th richest man in Africa. Everywhere is reeking with corruption. The only thing that propels them forward is corruption. And where there is an absence of corruption, you have idiocy fueled by envy and jealousy. What is now happening to them? And I want to bring up a news for you written by arawagazette.com. They don't know who we are. They think when one of our sisters wrote earlier today and mentioned the date that I broadcast about putting Magu into trouble, I told Magu, if you don't release Oli Sametu, you'll be gone. What is happening to him today? There was a broadcast that I made, and some of you have it. Go and listen to it again. Go back and listen to it. If you don't release him, you'll be gone. and they have held on to him. Magu is gone. The next person to go down will be Funtua. You know, the real cabal, those that held the presidency of Abakari together. They are all going down. Somebody should translate this in Hausa to Fulani Janjaweed so they understand who we are. You are not going to stop us. Nobody can. We are unbreakable. We are unbribable. What are you going to do to us? This very juggernaut that is IPOB is marching forward. If you stand in front of us, we'll crush you. And we'll continue. Today, what is happening? I will read the headline for you. How the Fulani Mafia, these is people you call the cabal, those that want one Nigeria. Don't break Nigeria, let Nigeria be one. They went to CBN and they stole in broad daylight 17. I want Amaka, look for that picture, or anybody who has it, look for that picture of Emefiele serving tea to Funtua, so people will understand who I'm talking about. Emefiele was seen serving tea, CBN governor serving tea to people that will give him orders. Bring money and he will bring it. Now listen very carefully. Under the fraudulent direction and guidance of the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, a man, Janjaweed, very poorly educated, can hardly string two sentences together. Ismaila Funtua, the real cabal, and his son, Abubakar Funtua, acquired a Emerging Market Telecom Services Limited 9 Mobile. You know it is a lot. They now own it. This is why they want one Nigeria. But some of you are too blind and too foolish, you cannot see. You cannot see, you are blind. Wishing us as we are drinking from the same creek where we go to toilet, where we bathe, as we are suffering and dying of untold diseases. All they need to wave is green, white, green, and one Nigeria, and they are stealing everybody dry. And all of you are none the wiser for it. Now, do you understand why they want one Nigeria? Why wouldn't Fulani Janjaweed want one Nigeria when they can walk into a central bank and steal as much money as possible? Nobody is going to investigate them. They are the police, they are the army, they are the customs, they are the EFCC, they are everything, including even fire brigade. Do you see why they want one Nigeria? Do you see how they're playing with our brains? Do you see how clever they are? People that move cattle from places. See how they're messing everybody up. These very people that have never done a day's hard work in their entire life, the Funtuas, and most of them in the Janjaweed Sahel North, they now bought a Tisalat. They did not even meet the conditions set by the National Telecommunications Agency or whatever crap they call it, their NCC. Where did they get the money from? Ask them. The Fulani Jan, we want Nigeria, we want Nigeria, let nothing break us, we want to be one. Ask them, what is your contribution? Some of you belong to groups and to clubs and associations. Some of you belong to maybe to recreation clubs or even Rotary Club, for instance. Or even village meetings. If you don't contribute to that village meeting, what happens to you? Are you not expelled? Ordinary village meeting. Not paid. What happened? What did they do to you? The same thing applies in a country. People pay taxes in order to sustain their nation or their country. Everybody pays. But not the Fulani Janjaweed. Instead, they steal. Even when you go and you buy a bottle of beer, a bottle of Heineken, a bottle of Hero beer, a bottle of Gouda, a bottle of Stout, they say it is haram. It's a sin. They collect the VAT, the value added tax. Who collects it? He's a Janjaweed who doesn't believe in alcohol, in consuming alcohol. Customs boss. He collects the money, and where did they send it to? They send it to the north. And when you see this level of injustice, when you see this level of blatant daylight robbery, when you see this level of stinking hypocrisy, and you stand up the next day, one Nigeria, then tell me how anybody could conceivably refer to you or consider you as a sensible being. It is not possible. That is how they make their money in the north. They go to central bank and they collect money. Publish that very picture of Emir Fele, the current CBN governor, serving tea to a Janjaweed because he wants to retain his political position. Those are the people that for them who are planning to eliminate us, to kill us, are emulating. They want to show their Fulani Janjaweed masters that they are very good at what they do, including the idiots in Oba. That was why they said that Nnamdi Kanu is responsible for that. I'm not responsible for anything. I just we will continue to point out the flaws in it. We can never reach there. Never. If I write a petition and say I want Pompeo to see it, he will see it. If I write a petition and say I want Angela Merkel to see this, Angela Merkel will see it. Because we have people who are working for us and we are paying them handsomely for it. Now you understand. Some of you don't know this, but we are telling you. That's why the world media is running all over the place trying to interview me. Do you know why? Because they said it's a conflict of interest. No, I won't go into details anyway. You read about it very soon. They said here Nnamdi Kanu responsible for the arrest of Magu. Reports every Nigerian activity to the international community. One want to report it. Everything they do, the whole world knows. As I said, let COVID-19 come to an end. It is almost coming to an end. Then I thought, and some of you will say, oh, but he warned us, he told us. Those of you then that will feign surprise. Some of you will feign, by feigning, F-E-I-G-N, you pretend you don't know. Our people will very cleverly refer you to a broadcast where I announced it before time. The more you hold on to Lisa Metu, the more all of you will go down. You are all going down. I begged you and I said, give Olisa Metu to me. He's done nothing wrong. The man who gave Olisa Metu the 400 million to work for his work as the publicity secretary for PDP campaign is in his house with over $2 billion missing. Colonel Dasuki. 400 million chicken change that some of their girlfriends spend in one weekend in Dubai. Because of that, he took Olisa Metu away from his family, took him away from his wife and his children. Whereas there is no Fulani Muslim who is in jail. And you want me to keep quiet. I think you are dreaming. All of you are going down, all of you. I'm telling you the truth, you're going down. I asked you, release Olisa Metu. You said no. At least you listened. You left our mother, Patient Jonathan, alone. Now, at least you left Alison Desiane. Mateke, you left her alone. You left Audios Okalo, yes. I commend you for that. But I also want you to take free Olisa Metu. From Magu, all of you are going down. And the longer you hold on to Metu, the worse for everybody. We have long leg, IPOB. There is no major continent of the world that we are not in. Not just that. The people telling you about IPOB and what is happening in the zoo are your fellow white people. So you can't say no to them. Now you understand. Now you understand how serious we are. Today, the whole world knows that Magu is the most corrupt. As I told the world how he helped Abak Yari to, I told you live on air, I told you here on Radio Biafra, that anytime I am under this microphone or behind it, so to speak, everything I speak is divine. Every word that I utter has weight. The whole, as I'm talking to you right now, every major intelligence agency in the world, they are listening. Professors in Argentina, they are listening. Learned people in Europe, they are listening. Is the home of the new breed of Janjaweed fathered Sabo in our land. And that we are going to cure them of their illness and their disease. I said it. many, many times that even Magu is more corrupt than even Ibrahim Lamode, the former one. These are guys that stole billions of dollars, not useless, worthless Naira. Naira is rubbish. Naira has less value than a tissue paper. Naira is nothing. Even Sefa is stronger than Naira. Every currency in the world is stronger than Naira. Ordinary Cotonou has a stronger currency than the zoo does. We are destroying the zoo piece, taking it apart piece by piece, so that when you look, you will see nothing. All you see is corruption. Who are the mask wearer in Asorok? They cannot meet the idiot. He himself is corruption. Aisha's boyfriend. Aisha, you look at her, you remember Halliburton. Corruption. Where is Osibanjo? Corruption. He's on the run. Where is Buratai? Corruption. He's on the run. So who is good? And the answer is nobody. That is why the zoo must fall. Now you understand it?